History is full of puzzles, but some are darker than others. These are the mysteries that have stumped experts for centuries, leaving behind a trail of chilling questions and unsettling clues. Today, we are diving deep into 5 dark historical mysteries that still haunt the world. Are you ready to confront the unknown? Our first mystery takes us to the vast, empty plains of Central Asia and the sudden disappearance of an entire civilization. The Scythians were nomadic warriors, famous for their gold craftsmanship and fierce archery. For over 1,000 years, they dominated the Eurasian steppes. Then, around the 2nd century BC, they just vanished. There were no records of a catastrophic war, no evidence of a devastating plague. One of the most powerful cultures of the ancient world simply faded out of existence. Archaeologists have found their elaborate burial mounds, filled with incredible golden treasures and sacrificed horses. But these tombs offer no answers, only more questions. What could make a whole people, a whole empire of the plains, disappear without a trace? Did they assimilate, migrate, or did they meet a fate so terrible it was wiped from the pages of history? The silence they left behind is deafening. Next, we travel to 16th century Germany, to the town of Hamelin. You probably know the fairy tale of the Pied Piper, who lured away the town's rats and then, when the townsfolk refused to pay him, lured away their children as well. But what if I told you this wasn't just a fairy tale? Historical records from Hamelin confirm a real and tragic event. A stained glass window in the town's church, created around the year 1300, depicted a piper leading away children in colorful clothing. The town chronicles from 1384 grimly state, "It is 100 years since our children left." So what really happened to the 130 children of Hamelin? Theories range from a sudden plague, a disastrous children's crusade, or even a mass emigration to Eastern Europe. But no theory perfectly fits the bizarre and specific details of the story. The tale of the Pied Piper isn't just a story to scare children. It's a historical enigma rooted in a real, unexplained loss that devastated an entire town. The children were gone, and to this day, no one knows where they went. Let's move forward to the 19th century and the strange case of the Mary Celeste. In December 1872, this American merchant ship was discovered adrift and deserted in the Atlantic Ocean. The ship was in perfectly seaworthy condition. Its cargo was untouched, and the crew's personal belongings were still in their quarters. The lifeboat was missing, which suggests the crew abandoned ship, but why? The ship's logbook's last entry was made 10 days earlier and noted nothing unusual. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence of a pirate attack. It was as if the captain, his wife, his young daughter, and the 7 crew members had simply evaporated into thin air. Theories have ranged from a seaquake and giant squid attacks to an explosion from alcohol fumes in the cargo hold. But each theory has its holes. What could have been so terrifying that it caused 10 experienced people to abandon a perfectly good ship in the middle of the unforgiving Atlantic? The Mary Celeste sailed on as a ghost ship, a silent testament to one of the greatest maritime mysteries ever known. Our fourth mystery takes us into the heart of the Amazon rainforest, in search of a lost city and a lost explorer. In 1925, the famed British explorer Colonel Percy Fawcett, along with his son Jack and their friend Raleigh Rimmel, ventured into the uncharted jungles of Brazil. They were searching for what Fawcett called Zed, a legendary lost city he believed was hidden deep within the Amazon. Fawcett was a seasoned explorer, meticulous and tough. He left instructions that if they didn't return, no rescue party should be sent, as their fate would be their own. And they never returned. Their last communication was a letter sent back with a native runner, full of optimism for their quest. After that, complete silence. For decades, countless expeditions have tried to find out what happened to them. Did they starve? Were they killed by an uncontacted tribe? Or did they simply succumb to the jungle's dangers? Some even whisper that Fawcett found his city and chose to stay. Over 100 people have died in subsequent attempts to find him. The jungle guards its secrets well, and the fate of Percy Fawcett remains one of its darkest. Finally, we confront a case that has baffled criminologists for over 70 years, the Somerton Man. In December 1948, an unidentified man's body was found on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. He was well dressed, but all the labels on his clothing had been cut off. He had no identification, no wallet, nothing to say who he was. An autopsy found no clear cause of death, though poisoning was suspected but never proven. The mystery deepened when a tiny, rolled-up piece of paper was found in a hidden fob pocket in his trousers. On it were the printed words "Tamam Shud," which is Persian for "it is ended" or "it is finished." These words were torn from the final page of a rare edition of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. A nationwide police appeal eventually located the exact book from which the page was torn. In the back of that book, written in faint pencil, was what appeared to be a secret code, a series of seemingly random letters that has never been deciphered. There was also a phone number which led police to a local nurse who denied knowing the man, though she acted strangely nervous. Who was the Somerton man? Was he a spy, a jilted lover, or something else entirely? To this day, his identity and the meaning of the cryptic code remain completely unknown. His body lies in a grave marked only as the unknown man. From lost civilizations and vanished children to ghost ships and murdered spies, these mysteries remind us that our history is not a closed book. There are still dark chapters waiting to be understood, blank pages waiting to be filled. The world is full of secrets, and some are so profound they may never be solved. Which of these mysteries do you find the most chilling? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more journeys into the unknown.